Picture this. You're the data scientist at EduPath, a fast-moving EdTech startup. The team is about to launch a new AI feature that builds personalized study plans for learners. Your mission? Build a quick prototype that can create weekly study plans based on each user's goals, their current knowledge, and how they like to learn. The CEO wants to wow investors with this. So you're about to bring this idea to life using real user data and LangChain. So here's where you start. You need to load a fresh batch of anonymized user survey data. This comes in a CSV file and includes each user's study goal, how they rate their own knowledge, and their favorite way to learn. Using this info will help you simulate real user requests for your study plan generator, making your demo feel just like the real thing. First up, you're importing Pandas for all your data work, and .env to help you safely load secret keys from a file. Alright, you're about to load your environment variables. That's just a simple way to keep your API keys safe and out of your code. If you don't have a .env file yet, no worries. You can make one super easily. Just add a line like this to your .env file and pop your OpenAI API key right in. Now go ahead and load those environment variables into your script with load.env. Next up, bring in your dataset so you can start working with some real data. Here, you're reading a CSV file called dataset.csv and saving it to a variable called data. And finally, take a quick peek at the first few rows of your data with data.head. So, as you can see, your dataset has some key columns: the user's goal, their knowledge level, and their favorite resource type. These details are what you'll use to build study plans that actually fit each learner. Now think about how you talk to the language model. You'll design a prompt template for LangChain that tells the AI exactly what you want: a weekly study plan with topics, recommended resources, and suggested time for each. This prompt will be tailored for each user, so the output feels personal and relevant. So go ahead and make a function called build_on_prompt. It takes in your goal, your knowledge level, and your favorite way to learn. Inside, you're building a prompt that asks for a weekly study plan, including topics, your preferred resources, and how much time to spend on each one. You're also asking for details about each recommended resource, like the title and a quick description. Finally, you ask for everything in a neat JSON list, then return the whole prompt so it's ready to use. Next, you're going to connect LangChain to a language model and use it to generate a personalized study plan for one of your sample users. This will show how the system can turn real user data into a detailed, actionable plan. First up, you're importing some powerful tools from LangChain. These help you build and run AI chat prompts in Python. Alright, here's a quick note. You've got some sample user data to play with. Now you're grabbing the second row of your data and turning it into a Python dictionary, so it's easy to work with. Next, you're about to build your prompt text, and you'll use your own custom function for that. You're calling the build_on_prompt function and passing in the user's goal, their knowledge level, and their favorite type of resource. Just closing off that function call, nice and tidy. Finally, print out the prompt text so you can see exactly what you've built. Amazing! Now you can see what your prompt actually looks like. This is the message you'll send to the language model, and it's set up to get a detailed, structured study plan in return. First up, you're setting up a prompt template. This is like giving your AI a blueprint for what you want it to say. Here, you're creating a prompt variable that'll use whatever input you give it, super flexible. Now get your AI model ready to chat. This is where the magic happens. You're initializing a chat OpenAI model, setting the temperature to 0.3 for more focused answers, and picking the GPT 4.1 mini version. Next, you're going to link everything together into a sequence. Think of it like building a pipeline for your prompt. Here, you're creating a chain that sends your prompt straight into the AI model. It's like connecting the dots. All right, time to run the whole thing and see what the AI comes up with. You're calling the chain with your input text and saving the AI's response as your study plan. And finally, just output the study plan so you can check out what the AI created for you. When you run this, the result you get back is an AI message object. Inside, there's a content property that holds the study plan the model generated. This is the raw output you'll work with next. The CEO is impressed with the plan, but wants to see it in a more organized format that's easy to share with users. So go ahead and parse the model's output and display it as nicely formatted JSON. This will make the plan much clearer and more user-friendly. First up, bring in Python's built-in JSON library so you can work with JSON data easily. All right, before you go any further, make sure you're grabbing the actual text from your AI message if you need to. So here, you're checking if your study plan has a content attribute. If it does, you'll use that as your text. Otherwise, if there's no content, just use the study plan as it is. Now, try to turn that text into real JSON data so you can work with it in Python. You're using a try block here to attempt loading your text as JSON. If it works, awesome. You get a Python object. But if something goes wrong, like the text isn't valid JSON, just keep the original text as a backup. Time to make things look nice. Get ready to print out your result in a way that's easy to read. Finally, print the output. If it's a JSON object, pretty print it. If not, just show the text as is. After the demo, imagine a user wants to adjust their plan by spending more time on week 2 topics. You can make your system interactive by letting users give feedback and then regenerating the plan based on what they say. This shows just how flexible and user-centered your study plan generator can be. Have you ever wanted to tweak a study plan to fit your own style? Drop your thoughts in the comments. First up, you're getting ready to add your feedback right onto the original prompt. Here, you're creating a new variable that combines the prompt text with your feedback all in one go. Now reuse the same prompt template and chain as before. No need to reinvent the wheel. You're sending your updated prompt through the chain and grabbing the AI's new response. Next, make sure you can actually get the content out of the AI's message. So you're checking if the response has a content attribute. If it does, use it. Otherwise, just use the response as is. All right, try to make the output look nice and readable. You're using a try block to load the response as JSON and then print it out with some pretty formatting. If that doesn't work, no worries. Just print the raw response instead.